Well, I just spent the night in a shitty hotel room in Las Vegas, and that can only mean one thing. It's DEMA, baby! This is my first time at DEMA, and I've only got one day to check everything out, or at least everything cool. So let's see if we can do it.
This is another hood classic.
So I showed up to DEMA a little after 8 a.m. thinking I was right on time. Turns out, I was pretty off. The doors weren't even open yet. No worries, I grabbed some hydration, took a seat, and regrouped. There's a lot to take in here. So many booths, so little time. First thing on the agenda, check out this cool tech diving area, because let's be real, that's where the good stuff is. Then I met up with the homie Neil, who frequently appears in Dive Vibe content and draws our t-shirts. You should go snag one of those, link in the description. Hyped to get to hang out with my buddy at DEMA. As we approached the entrance to DEMA, I noticed my boy Jared from Next Underwater Products on stage handing out goodies. That's sick. Finally, it was time for DEMA to open.
I mean, everybody's cranky.
That guy's been taking his job real seriously.
Ah, DEMA. A sea of people, a maze of booths, and me, just trying to navigate without making eye contact. No thanks, I'm all set on underwater flashlights. Nope, all good on full face masks. It's your standard stealth mode mission, avoid awkward conversations. So far, so good. Had to swing by the DiveX booth, can't skip out on saying hi to the crew. Plus, who doesn't love a DPV? It's a DPV. After that, I decided to check out some of the latest Drysuit offerings. First stop, Mods Drysuits. These guys are newer to the scene, but are already making some waves with their impressive range of materials and custom options. Waterproof had some beefy suits out, including some military-grade models. Seriously, these things are like built like tanks, but the OPV and inflator are in super weird spots. Kinda had me scratching my head. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind their placement, but it probably has something to do with the US military's love affair with chest mount rebreathers. If anybody knows the real reason, leave me a comment. Next, I made a beeline for Aqualung's booth. They had a new Apex regulator on display. Looked weird, no thanks. Plus some military gear that I don't care about. But the real attention grabber, these crazy looking fins. Seriously, these designed for divers or Batman? After I stopped questioning Aqualung's design choices, I swung by Next Underwater Products to catch up with my buddy Jared. They had some slick new colors for their first and second stages, plus a simple deco reg I was actually really into. But the real gem, their brand new model, the M1 Stealth. Kinda looks like a diaphragm regulator had sex with a stealth bomber. Alright folks, now we're getting to the good stuff, rebreathers. This is what I'm assuming you're all here for, and yes, I did get to check out the Sidewinder too. But first, I wandered through some commercial and military rebreathers from Aqualung and Interspiro. I love looking at commercial gear. The solutions they come up with tend to lack finesse, in my opinion, but make up for it with sheer brutality and effectiveness. What's not to love? Next up, I made a pit stop at the Subgravity booth to check out the XCCR. Now I know I dive and teach MCCRs, but I'm pretty intrigued by the XCCR. The design is solid, super beefy, and a strong contender for my Trimix dives. I've actually kind of been in the market for a solid back mount unit, so this one's definitely caught my attention. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Sidewinder 2 at the X-Deep booth. As a Sidewinder 1 instructor, this one's been on my radar since it was teased a couple years ago. Let me tell you, it did not disappoint. The redesigned sensor head is a major upgrade with the sealed sensor connections and a new OPV that shouldn't be as easy to accidentally push. The loop connections look similar to the Sidewinder 1, but they're very different. Super nice and very secure with a satisfying click. I won't even need to upgrade at Light Monkey Towers anymore. Seriously, this bayonet system is dope as hell. The Gas Edition head now features an adjustable ADV. Plus another dump valve designed to remove water from the loop, should you choose to. And the counterlung fittings have been beefed up like crazy. Big upgrade. And finally, the new Revolver MAV feels amazing. Super ergonomic, and it's looking like a pretty big departure from any MAVs I've ever seen or used before. I'm really excited to give it a go when it comes out. And that's a wrap on my DEMA adventure. It was a blast checking in on all the new tech, from rebreathers to Drysuits to gadgets I still don't fully understand but want. Huge thanks to all my amazing patrons for making content like this possible. You guys are the real MVPs. If you want to join the crew and support the channel, check out the link to my Patreon in the pinned comment below. And of course, thanks to all of you for watching. I'll see you in the water.